Multi-stream. Why don't it ever show TikTok? What the fuck is chat and interview? I guess. What? The dog I have to capture. All right. Okay. Now let's go to YouTube. Let me do it from actual web browser. Instead of not gaming. Mm, how's chat disabled? Oh, there it is. Huh? Oh, okay. It's refreshing. Okay. Stream health. Okay, there we go. This is not gaming. Okay, what about how do I switch over to okay, there we go. No. Create highlights. I should have watched the tutorial how to do this shit. Cause I am lost. This is not even loaded. Okay. So I'm live now. That's cool. Da, 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 da. How do I go to let me check my studio? How do I see this? Let me see something real quick. Oh, matter of fact, let me pull this up right now.
I am fairly confident that I watched the most
I just know.
I am fairly
this.
confident.
Don't want to hear this. Okay. All right. Perfect. 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 All right. Just wait for some people to potentially show up. How do I get this away? There we go. So let's leave this here. Pull up YouTube again. Let's pull up my Discord and just kind of chill until they show up. Damn. Just looking at my Discord. Trying to find a little situation. Oh, duh. Stupid. Let me post this in my chat. Let me post this in my Instagram story. Duh. Stupid. Let me go ahead and copy this. Put this here. YouTube Studio. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, let me delete this. There we go. I cannot see anything. I don't understand why it is. Let's go back. There we go. Let's go ahead and drop this on the, what you call it? The fuck kind of font is that? Modern. No fucking ghost font. Like. All right. Let's go ahead and what's up, people? Anybody want to chat? If you watch the podcast by clicking the link in the bio where we talk about video games, anime, and all this stuff, we start off the podcast episodes every episode by saying mental health check. Where are you at? 1 through 5. I want to expand on that topic by making Sundays self-reflection Sundays. What I mean by that is Sundays at the end of the week is today where we can just get together and talk about what we need to get better on, what we can reflect on, so we can be fresh and ready for Monday. So just drop us something in the chat to say, hey, I need to work on this, or I need advice on that. We can share and try to get better. The key is to get better. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get better, be a better person, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we want to crowdsource and help each other become better people. So just let me know in the chat here, you know. Or you got a topic you want to talk about, let me know. We can jump into it. I ain't got no problems with that. No problems whatsoever. In the meantime, I'm just going to continue to share everything. I might, if this controller is, I haven't played this in a while. Goodness. If this controller is charged, we'll play a game while we talk. So let me just allow me to pull some of this stuff up real quick. Turn on my Bluetooth. I think that's the best thing to do. Turn on my Bluetooth. I see my TV available. Okay. Is my Bluetooth connected? Okay. Bet. So let's check DS4 Windows. Yeah, man. What's up, man? What's up? I see everybody joining the stream. I appreciate it. Hey. Where's my controllers? All right, so I'm gonna start. I was working on a video to post on here as far as self-reflection Sundays, and the self-reflection that I wanted to talk about today is one of the things that I feel like I need to work on is letting life do its thing, right? And what I was saying was I have a problem with not being able to control the curveballs that life may throw, you know, because as a man, you want to kind of prep and plan for anything that might happen, right? You don't want to get caught by surprise by anything. And mental health check 1 through 5, me right now, and I'm talking to YouTube as well. I say I'm a 3. I can have a better day. I didn't have the best day today, but Monday's around the corner, so we're gonna keep getting better from there. But what I was saying was not getting caught by surprise by the things that life may throw at you. So I try to over prepare, right? I try to be ready for stuff, and I just have to understand that I can't control anything. You can be prepared as much as possible, but you can't control everything. And that comes with people, relationships, jobs, whatever it is. Understand that I can't control everything. Let life do its thing. I can't like if something's going to end, let it end. If pardon me, damn. If something's going to end, let it end. If something's going to happen, let it happen. Just be prepared for what you can control, but you can't control everything. And that's one of the main problems that I've had over the years, trying to be prepared for the unexpected and kind of getting into some trouble there. So that's one of the things that self-reflection Sundays I definitely got to get better on, got to continue to work on, understand that, you know, I can't control life. I can only control so much. You know, things are going to happen outside of my control, and I just have to allow that to be what it is. But mental health check, 1 through 5, I would say I'm a 3, like a mid 3. I'm not super good, and I'm not super bad as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at right now. So where y'all at, man? Mental health check, 1 through 5. How y'all feeling? Outside of maybe your football team fumbled a victory like the Bengals did. We lost. We snatched victory. Snatched whatever the word is instead of we snatched victory out of the jaws of defeat. Snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory. That's what it is. Yeah, we got smoked by the Bears. So it was like a waste of time watching that. But outside of that, I'm like at a real solid 3. But yeah, that's where I'm thinking as far as mental health is concerned. Just continue to self-reflect until somebody want to open up and share. Another thing I was talking about or looking to touch on as we go throughout this little live stream thing is understanding that I can't change people, right? You can't change people. You can't make them better or want certain things that you may want. That's another thing that I might have a problem with because my whole frustration is like, again, it goes back to the control thing. Not being able to change people that I think would be what's best for them. Can't change people. Who they are or who they are. You either accept that and tolerate that, or again, let life do its thing. So yeah, man, just kind of be a little open right now. As far as the podcast is concerned, we will be back. I want to say on the, let me look at my calendar. On the 15th, November 15th. Schedules kind of got, misaligned. So we're going to have to work on that. Well, we got potentially a new studio. We have even better quality. We also have the opportunity to possibly live stream because I want to do for the podcast is share and I want to save y'all money. So I know games is like $70, $60 per game. Game might not be that good. So I'll buy the game and play it. We hear about a lot of hype about certain games, and then everybody get disappointed and mad because the game is, save you some money. Play like maybe the first 20, 30 minutes of it. Make a informed decision of whether or not you should buy this game and waste your money. So that's a little thing that we're going to start adding. More reactions as well. We do have a Patreon. Where I reacted to one episode of, how do you say it? Gachkuda? Whatever. Reacted to the first episode of that. So yeah, man. But we got a lot, man. We got a lot more in store. Just kind of give us some time, man. But I say I'm at a 4, but your podcast always bring me up at least 0.5 to 1. I appreciate that, man. That's what we try to do, man. Try to make people laugh, keep people informed, keep it light, but also have a touch of reality, right? We want to talk about certain things. It's good to hear that you're at a 4 out of 5, man. As close to perfect as possible. That's what I like to hear. I don't want to hear nobody talking about they had a 1 or a 2. I mean, life happens, but we trying to get better every day. That's the main key. But I appreciate that, man. I like hearing that. I like hearing that with the podcast. It's brought some joy to people. That's what it's about. We try to make people laugh, take the load off. I make the podcast for the brothers that's in the Amazon warehouses or in the desk jobs that you just put the headphones on and just watch a podcast. Or, the truck drivers that got a long back and forth. Or just people who just chilling at the crib. I make that for the regular person. I'm not no person that make a podcast that try to stunt on people or try to do drama and beef and talk about this person and that person. Nah, we might touch on certain topics, but the main thing is to make people happy, enjoy themselves, and drop a little bit of knowledge here and there. You keep it real, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you for coming in and watch because there's so much on the internet. You ain't got to watch us. But you chose to watch us and you enjoy what you see. I appreciate that, man. Definitely. But what else y'all got going on, man? Let me know some stuff. I got Digimon yet. I got it in your suggestion. I'm hooked. Man, I still have that in the backlog. So what happened was I got to the end of Trails in the Sky, and I kind of put that on pause because you know how it is when you play a JRPG, you kind of get burnt out. So I was like, you know what? Before I fight the final boss and go through the final dungeon, let's take a chill pill. I got Unicorn Overlord. I think that's what that's called. I dropped that. I need to go back and finish that. Digimon, I'm gonna start that next weekend for sure. I just know that before I sink into any other JRPG, I want to finish what I bought and then get into that. Especially with Thanksgiving holiday coming up, you got some time off work, consecutive days you could just play it straight through. So I have been avoiding spoilers and gameplay. Only thing I've seen is prior to when I played the demo. So I'm going in pretty unspoiled. So yeah. How you liking it? Is it good? I did hear, which is something I didn't want to hear, is that the open worlds ain't really open. I mean, it's not too big of a deal for me, but I did want to be able to like have an open world experience. You know what I'm saying? But from what I played, it don't really matter. I just wanted that to have an open world. Man, so many people was like, saying what you said based off our reaction to the game and our suggestion. They got it. Bandai Namco should have gave us some codes or something, man. We promoted the hell out of that game for free. They should have definitely gave us like a few review codes or some giveaway codes. I was trying to get some review codes for people because I know they ain't bought it yet, but I definitely wanted to kind of get people to play. It ain't open, but the mechanics are dope. That's good to hear. And that's the thing, like, I was saying something in the comments of an IGN video, and they were upset the fact that Ninja Gaiden got an 8 or a 7, one of the two, and they feel like it should be a 10. And I was trying to explain that, like, they were saying basically that the combat in the game was so good, it brought it to a 7 or an 8, but some of the other things kept it from being a 10. And what you saying about Digimon, I would say the mechanics are so good that that's carrying the game. It can override the fact that it's not open world. You might ding it for points, like 1 out of 10. So overall experience might be a 9, but the fact that it ain't an open world is stopping it from being a 10. And some people don't understand that. Like now I haven't played the whole thing, so it still might be a 9 or a 10, but the fact that it's not open world would stop it from being a 10 for me. That don't mean it's a bad game though. It just means that it ain't got everything that you're looking for. But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to getting to that, man. I just need to have the time to sink into that and just, go on a long little tangent of playing the game. I'm looking forward to it though. As soon as that Thanksgiving holiday come around, I'm gonna cash in that PTO. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna play that doggone what you call it, that Digimon, because I've been waiting for that for a while. But I'm a Trails fan, so that come first. Wanted to play it today, but the missus just got into medieval dynasty. I can't even talk to them. Let me put my phone in. Medieval Dynasty. So I've been playing that and trying to set shit up. I don't think the open world shit matters for Digimon, just its own thing. You right. The open world don't matter. The only reason why I'm saying something about an open world is because when they had the trailer, they showed you riding your Digimon. So I thought that you would just kind of like use that to traverse the open world. But you're right. You don't necessarily need to have an open world because as long as the world is well crafted and the graphics is cool and the mechanics is great, it could be, zones. Medieval Dynasty, what's that though? And that's cool that you and your girl play the game together. That's good to share a hobby together. That's dope. I'm gonna look that up. Medieval Dynasty. It's a survival game. Oh, okay. It's one of those. Like you start naked in the woods, and then you just gotta like find resources and all of that stuff. I'm not really a fan of that. I tried to play that. What's that? Ark Survivor with the dinosaurs. I tried to hunt one of those big long necks, and the tail hit me, and I flew across the map. I deleted the game. Open world survival town building game, pretty sick. Yeah, I think it'd be fun if you play with like a group of people, so I can coordinate resources and you know what I'm saying. I think it's fun doing that. But I play a lot of solo gaming, and those experiences ain't for that. She loves Ark and that shit so bad. I can understand. Like the building shit, it can become addicting. I'm a Civilization player, so it's adjacent. I can understand. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can understand how that can become addicting. Y'all play together? Solo is the way. I don't know, man. I just get kind of impatient. I be trying to like, you know what I'm saying, build up my little situation, but then I get knocked across the screen, like I just said, or I don't know. I get bored. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's not no objective to accomplish outside of just doing X, Y, Z. So yeah, I definitely be trying to. I think if I was to go play another game like that, I gotta have a crew, a team of people, so that way we can be. You go out and you get food. You go out and get wood for the fire, shit like that. But yeah, I definitely want to come on here. Yeah, always playing those kind of games together, but prefer solo games generally. That's what's up. I like that y'all play the game together. That just makes it better. You know what I'm saying? I do enjoy when I have a significant other. I do enjoy playing the game with them because it's something you can do. Like y'all don't have to always go out all the time, and y'all can just kick back and chill, play the game. I think that's pivotal for a relationship. I think that's pivotal for a relationship to be successful is if y'all share some type of hobby or common interest. You know what I'm saying? And on top of y'all being your own individual persons and all of that shit, but sharing a common interest is definitely goals. And if y'all wondering on TikTok who I'm talking to, I'm also streaming on YouTube as well. So if y'all want to go check me out over there, go ahead and click the link in the bio and vice versa on YouTube. If you want to check me out on TikTok, it's where a lot of the clips are from the podcast. It's Y2Cam513. Go over there, show me some love. But yeah, man, we got a lot in store with the podcast, man. For sure. We got a lot in store. Just give it some time and everything finna just gonna keep accelerating. Y'all play Overcooked together? That's another little couple game that I think people should play together. It's fun. Hold on, give me like 2 seconds. what you got planned for the podcast. This shit be getting me through work from the UK. Hey, that's what's up. Appreciate y'all, man. Like I was saying earlier, we're gonna start doing like quick looks. So a lot of people be complaining about games that be overhyped, or games is $60-$70 nowadays. So what I was gonna do is what we gonna start doing is getting the games and playing it for like maybe 30-40 minutes, and just trying to give y'all a raw, unfiltered first look at the game, whether or not it's worth investing your time over. You know what I'm saying? So that way it save y'all some money. Because I'd be like, you know what I'm saying, you get a game and you like, man, they said this game is going to be this and that. I end up spending $70. And like, I got the digital PlayStation. I can't afford to just keep buying games. And if I don't like it, I'm stuck with it. I can't take it back to the store. So that's what I'm going to start doing. We're going to start doing reactions, like live gameplay sessions. We're also going to do like a competitive thing. I don't know if you've seen the episode when me and Wale was talking about 2K. We're going to start doing that. So we're going to play fighting games. We're going to bring people in, play Madden, 2K. And we start a little, like a beef series where we settle it on the podcast. So y'all can kind of bet on who y'all think going to win and team this person, team that person. That's one thing we're going to do. And we're going to get back into the reactions. So I'm just in the process now, looking for a new studio that can do weekends, so that way we can do longer episodes. Appreciate the love from the UK. That's dope. What would you like to see from us? What more would you like us to do? Do an extended episode for the paid subscribers? Of course. But I don't want to start out asking for money. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to feel like y'all get y'all money's worth at a certain point once y'all feel like investing into what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times podcasts or users who have a Patreon, they start nickel and diming people, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know times is hard, so they started charging way too much for like small amount of content, or the content don't come out on a decent schedule. So I want to make sure that when you do pay for our Patreon, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So we just building everything up and making sure when you put your money in, put your card down and give us some money, it's worthwhile. I do not believe in scamming people or finessing people. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of that going on the internet. People be finessing their supporters and all that shit, or stunting on them. I'm not a fan of that. Y'all fuck with us, we gonna make sure y'all get y'all money's worth. Yeah, the gaming industry is wild. It's real crazy. I think this might be my last go round though, as far as like video games. It's my last go round. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more brand new consoles and all of that shit. I'm not doing that no more. It's not worth it. It is not worth. And they talking about $1,000 for the next console too, for Microsoft. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you $1,000 for a game console that y'all can't even guarantee I get exclusive games. Fuck out of here. Plus, I got a whole backlog of games going back to the Super Nintendo I ain't never played. I ain't never going, you know what I'm saying, buying the new console. It's crazy. And you don't get no exclusives. So what you pay $1,000 for? You can probably get whatever it is that you're trying to play, you know what I'm saying, on another console for cheaper. And it still look the same. Next console won't be worth it until late 2030s. If that. Like, I probably buy whatever the next Cyberpunk is going to be on, because I really like that game. But I don't even think I'm going to buy a new console for Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't care. I don't care that much. Like it's interesting, but I'm not that hyped to spend $1,000 because they talking about a premium experience. So that shit might be $100, $150 on release, plus DLC and all of that stuff. Nah. What games am I looking forward to? Um, Trails in the Horizon. Trails in the Horizon. I'm a big Trails fan. Um, uh, what other games am I looking for? I'm trying to think. Cause they had 007. I'm looking forward to that. The new Cyberpunk when they make that, but that's way, way down the line. I'm looking forward to whatever Nintendo's gonna do with Mario. I could do a good Mario game. What other games that's coming out that they showed? Um, Wolverine. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a little iffy on Wolverine, but we'll see. Um, I'm trying to think. What's coming out? Grand Theft Auto 6, of course. I'm gonna get that. Huh. Trying to think. All these little announcements and game events that they had. I ain't really seen nothing that made me lose my mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're gonna do another Mass Effect or not. So if it's concrete in the works that's gonna drop, yeah, I'll say that. I'm not a big Halo fan, so I could care less. Um, Digimon is my first JRPG. What you suggest? I ain't even looked up 007 yet. Wow, Digimon's your first JRPG? That's tough. Cool. So let me ask you a question. Do you watch anime at all? Like, do you watch One Piece? Like, are you a One Piece fan? Because I got the perfect JRPG for you if you do. What other games that's coming out this year am I looking forward to? Huh. Oh, that Marvel Tokon, the fighting game. I'm gonna get that. I got invited to the closed beta. That was pretty decent. I already know they're gonna be playing stupid though when I do get it. You ain't gonna never touch the ground. They're just gonna keep knocking you back in the air and doing all that. But from what I played, I had fun. It wasn't bad. Okay. So yeah, I would suggest watching One Piece. That's dope. But the Trail series. So you know how people think Final Fantasy is this one continuous series of games, but they're like self-contained stories? The Trail series is the opposite. They're one continuous series. So the way the Trail series goes, it's like in arcs. They just remade the first Trails game so everybody can get into the series. So Trails in the Sky, first chapter. I highly recommend getting that. And how it works is, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but like the main characters from the previous games will some point show up in the next arc and interact with the main characters of that arc and continue the story because it gets deeper and deeper and deeper as it goes. So yeah, I highly recommend the Trail series for sure. Trails in the Sky remake. And One Piece is dope as well. Yeah. Trails in the Sky for sure. I highly recommend that. What's the live action One Piece like as an anime fan? It's some changes here and there. Um, I'm not the biggest live action anime person, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a better entry point to people who don't want to watch the original episodes of One Piece like that are so early. If you don't want to start from episode one on the anime, I think it's okay to watch the live action, then jump into the anime. But they still early on as well, so it's just about your preference. I don't mind. Like I'm big on that. I don't have a problem with watching older anime and then letting it evolve in the quality or animation change over time. I don't mind, but it's a concurrent experience. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? There's some slight changes, but it's not like it's gonna be like a completely different experience. I think as an anime fan, it's interesting to see some of the locations like live action and what they did to make it come to life. That's pretty cool. Um and it's like interesting because you got to think One Piece came out in 1999 and now they're doing a live action of those arcs from that time period. So it's like, oh yeah, this is cool. It's cool to see these locations and all that stuff. But yeah, it's either or. You can watch either or. I switched over to the manga. I didn't feel like waiting for the anime to catch up. I wanna get my questions answered immediately. Hey, appreciate the follow. TikTok. What I've been up to recently? Uh Working for real. You know what I'm saying? Self-reflection Monday, I mean Sundays was basically about me talking about I don't like to go too far in my personal life, but just like to talk about my personal experience to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Um just trying to help each other, mostly guys. If women want to watch as well, that's cool, but mostly guys get better. Um I feel like recently I've just kind of come to a realization on certain things to just kind of let, like I was saying earlier, let life do its thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's outside of that. Um, ooh, some I've been trying to find like older anime for like late '80s, early '90s. That's like it's my era that I like to watch and look for stuff. I think I've kind of run out of that era of anime though. I've kind of seen everything or anything that I wanted to watch anyway. Oops. And outside of that, keeping the main thing, working, making sure the podcast can get filmed. Gotta ride the wave, bro. Do your thing. The world is wild. Like, that's what I'll be saying. Like, the world is such a crazy place. You don't got time to play games. Not, no pun intended, but like, we ain't got time to play around. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have someone that you're dealing with, we got to let all the bullshit go. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford to be playing games. Like, you don't know what's down the pipeline. And while you playing games and wasting time, and you're going to look up and something's going on. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look up and something crazy is going to be going on that you can't get out of, and you done wasted your time playing around and not taking shit seriously. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that type of time at this point in my life. I'm not really interested in playing games or, you know, I'm talking about relationship wise, just doing all the nonsense that they got out there. You know what I'm saying? I know you watched the episode. We was talking about that old red pill shit and all of that. I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. I'm into just regular man shit. You know what I'm saying? Relationships that work and are successful, treat each other respectfully, do the things we got to do to make the relationship successful. XYZ. I'm not into watching those videos that tell you you have to damn near put your foot on a woman's neck to make things work. I don't believe in that. That's crazy. That's craziness. It's craziness and it's detrimental. Especially in the world we live in now. I don't think you should, like, relationship wise, I don't think that you should be dominating or domineering your woman to the point where it's dysfunctional. I don't think you should do that at all, but especially shouldn't be doing it to us like dysfunctional. Like, the times we're living in now, a household should not be divided or dysfunctional. It should be working in tandem to ease the load off each other and make y'all the best version of yourselves. I operate on love. I don't do none of that other crazy shit. Nah, man. That Andrew Tate shit on a bitch trip. Yeah. It's like people will watch the worst versions of people and judge everybody based off those examples. That's crazy. It's craziness. And on top of that, I had a video that I'm gonna put out on TikTok and on YouTube that how can I say this? I forgot what I said in the video, but people get caught up in an echo chamber. You know what I'm saying? People get caught up in an echo chamber and get their toxic behaviors and negative mentalities reinforced because you'll find your tribe online. You're always going to find your tribe. If you're somebody who is pro abusing your girl, there's a group of people online that's going to tell you there's nothing wrong with that. And that's not even an extreme. That's the extreme example. But it's always going to be a group of people that's going to tell you it's the world's fault. It's not your fault. You don't have to work on yourself. You don't have to be a better person. It's the world's fault that they can't handle you. So this is why you have this toxic mentality or these toxic behavioral traits. I can't do that. I always try to be a better person. I always try to work for the benefit of myself and the person I'm dealing with. I can't do that. Insecure little boys who can't handle themselves, so they worry too much about control of others. Yeah. It's like it's the assumption that all women are this, or the assumption that all men are that. And it's from people who are just trying to make money. Like, people will sit in their cars, stand in front of their mansion, or whatever else they want to do to present an image for you to trust, and then they give you terrible advice. I can't do that. Can't do that. I'd rather go through the normal channels, try to get therapy, try to work things out, try to talk to the person. All love all day. Exactly. That's because at the end of the day, if all else fails, love is all you're going to have. That's going to make you go above and beyond. Plain and simple. Love is all you got at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Money's great. Don't get me wrong. But if shit hits the fan, the love that you have for somebody is going to determine what you're going to do to make sure they're okay. You know what I'm saying? If everybody's feeling the squeeze and feeling the pinch, depending on how much you love these people in your life, and I'm not just talking about relationships, I'm talking about family, friends, whatever the case may be, your community, how much love and how much you care for these people is going to determine how much you help them. That's how I see it. Grifter culture is wild. Of course it is. It's a bag in it. People, it's like church. People would rather hear you tell them how they should not change and become better. Tell them things that they want to hear, than have them tell you something that can improve them, but they might not want to hear. Right. Your Lambo not going to help you in the apocalypse. That's a bar for sure. It's not. Because what you going to do? It don't make sense. I would be more afraid if I was a guy who was rich and it was surrounded by women who just like me for my money. Because I don't know how old you are, but if you remember, What was the short dude who played not Webster, but what's the other dude? Damn, I can't think of his name. What you talking about, Willis? That dude. Anyway, he fell down a flight of steps, and allegedly his wife at the time might have pushed him. She didn't help him. She watched him die. Watched him die at the foot of the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of people that come around you when they don't love you. They just care about your access to whatever you have to provide for them. You know what I'm saying? I would be miserable if I was a rich dude and I was surrounded by people, not just women, people in general who just want to take. That's how you always feel empty. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy. It's not a healthy life. I believe on operating off of love, loving people and caring for people, because that's what's going to get you through. You know what I'm saying? Loving other people. You have to. Because it don't make sense to be built off anything else. Not out of necessity. That's what's happening. Like, a lot of people is getting in relationships because they can't handle the financial burden. That's not good either. What if y'all end up having kids? You know what I'm saying? I operate off love. If we can love each other, everything else can fall into place. Your Lambo is not going to help you in the apocalypse. That's tough. That's definitely a bar. If you're on TikTok and you're watching this, I'm also streaming on YouTube as well concurrently. So with some of the responses I'm pulling from YouTube as well. Yeah, but you hit the nail on the head right there. Yeah, love is the only way, man. And not doing good just for the promise of eternal perfection. Yeah, just do stuff out the kindness of your heart. You know what I'm saying? Just do stuff for people. You ain't got to go above and beyond till you ass out. But do stuff without the promise of a reward. Within moderation, of course. Just don't do stuff for people that's unworthy or ungrateful. But just like, donate food, spend time at a homeless shelter, all that good shit, and actually donate to a charity that you trust that'll actually get the money to the people who need it. But in terms of relationships, I never try to operate off of I do this, so you do that. I feel like certain things should be reciprocal just because it's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And the fact y'all feel how y'all feel about each other, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you know your girl, I'm gonna use your girl works hard, right? So what's wrong with making sure you rub her feet and all of that good shit? If she's a good woman and she's good to you, and vice versa, if he's a good man and he's good to you, what's wrong with getting him, preparing a meal? Vice versa, it's not no gender roles. Y'all can make a meal for each other, lightening the load, doing things for each other. I think those reciprocal things are just part of being in a relationship and caring about each other. You know what I'm saying? Not expecting anything. But those are the things that you do just because it's just the default. You know what I'm saying? Not the promise of sex or the promise of, whatever. It's just the fact that I care about this person in my life. I'm going to do this for them because I appreciate them. It's a show of appreciation. But yeah, man, that's where I stand on a lot of this stuff. I was saying, man, times is too hard to be playing games and not, what I'm saying, keeping people in your life that's worthwhile. As an ex-chef, I love making food for my missus just to see her reaction. Yeah, man, that's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. Doing things to see your significant other happy. That's what I like to do. Where like as well, like I'm one of those old school dudes that don't mind going out and working hard and making sure the bills is paid. If you want to lay up, go ahead and lay up. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because the fuel that motivates me or the fuel that keeps me driven and keeps me going is knowing that you care about me, love me, and there for me, and will do the things for me that make me happy as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, acts of service and just acts of just to make your significant other smile. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it work. And it's not the expectation that you're gonna get anything out of that other than the smile and the happy, reaction. I love that. I love doing that. I should have named this episode or this live Q&A instead of self-reflection Sundays. But whatever. It is what it is. I definitely love doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Finding out what your significant other likes and then just doing it. I come back from work at 10 p.m. and then still happy to cook, make those I love. Exactly. Because it don't feel like if you have somebody that you care about or something, it could be a dog or a cat that you can't wait to see once you get off of work, it makes that day feel like it didn't even happen. Especially when you at work, it makes the day just go like that. You know what I'm saying? It makes the day fly by. And that's what I'll be saying. Like, I don't have a problem. I'm a provider type of nigga. So if I work pouring concrete, hard labor, no labor, it don't matter. As long as I can come home to that smile, that warm embrace, that's all that matter. You know what I'm saying? That makes you want to do things more. You know what I'm saying? That makes you want to do things more, makes you want to work harder. You know, so it makes you feel good knowing that you got your girl coming home too, or your dog, or your cat, or whatever it is that you look forward to coming home seeing. That's what I'm about. That's what it's about. Like, people don't understand. Most guys are simple in that way. You know what I'm saying? Most guys, solid guys, not no weirdos. Most guys want to go to work, come home to love. That's all. That's all it is. It's no more complicated than that. You know what I'm saying? I think social media and just backwards mentalities made it more complicated to where it has to be a push and pull or a tug of war or some type of race to see who's dominant. You know what I'm saying? We're all meant to be providers. Sense of community is that exactly. Exactly. I think a lot of our natural wants for each other are manipulated for selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? I feel like men naturally want to provide, but some women out there want to take advantage of that. Women want to naturally submit to a certain extent, I would assume, but guys take advantage of that and manipulate that to get what they want. So it's a lot of shit, man, that if we got back to basics, it would be a lot better. Yo, Diamond, what's good, nigga? Appreciate you pulling up to the stream. But yeah, I think it would be a lot better if we went back to basics and treated each other off the basis of love and making each other happy on a reciprocal nature instead of it being about what you can take from the other for your own personal pleasure. It's not a good place to be as people. I think that's a negative space to operate in. That's what fucked the world up. Selfishness. What's good, Diamond, man? How you been? Appreciate you pulling up to the stream. Just wanted to throw this up real quick on a Sunday before I gotta get ready to go to bed so I can handle the 9 to 5. You feel me? What games you been playing, man? Loving the podcast. It's been a while. Hey, man, it's only been a long time until you reach out again. You know what I'm saying? Then we back to square one. It's all love. I know you ain't been hooping. I know you ain't been hooping though. You pick up a basketball, you fuck around and break your leg. Nigga, Drill Welch, 7728. He used to be Serge Ibaka on the basketball court, man. I don't know what happened to you, dog. Now I could take you. Now I could take you, man. Michael Jordan out there now. Let me stop lying. But if I know you ain't been hooping. I know you ain't been hooping. So I know I got you. I got you, dog. I've been active. I ain't been put like this. I hooped last year. Like late last year. I ain't got a chance to go in the gym. Been playing D&D. Got a backlog of games I gotta finish. That's the Patreon video waiting to. Yes, it is. I've been trying to get him. I was trying to get him to come on the podcast, man. Man, you went weak as hell out on the basketball court, man. You was a dog. Don't. First of all, that's the thing about you, Diamond. You play the most. How should I put this? You played the most put together out of everybody. I could tell that you played organized basketball in some level, like where it was high school, getting ready to go to college. Everybody else was just hooping on some playground shit. You had a form, like a good shot form that you like worked on. You was getting couldn't nobody out rebound you. You was the rebound man. You averaged like 20 rebounds in a pickup game. So don't give me that, man. You could hoop. You just been out of practice. But I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I've been out of practice too. I'm not consistent. Like last year, I was hooping a lot, and then the year before, and right before COVID hit, I was hooping every day, boy. But yeah, I mean, shoot, they be. But I had an LA Fitness membership. I had the international membership at one point, so I could hoop across the country. Way too much money. Been playing D. What backlog of games that you got to finish though? What games you got to finish? I'm the same way though. I got the imposter essential like a motherfucker. I love hooping with y'all. Yeah, same, man. Hey, if I gotta drag you out the house, nigga, we all gonna get together and hoop again, man. We got to. Gotta be a good. We all gotta leave the game injured, fucked up. Cause I know everybody out of shape. You know, I see Wale almost every other week. DJ's still in shape. I think Will probably still in shape. Who else we used to hoop with? I seen Richard last year. He worked at the airport. So a couple of niggas I can. We get put it like this. If everybody down, I will rent a basketball court. I will rent the court so we can play. Get like maybe 2-3 games in. Gatorade, all of that. Just for old times. Cause that was the best shit. All we did was hoop. Now you gotta step up. Yeah. We go ahead and leave TikTok, man. Ain't nobody saying that on here. YouTube is where it's at. Hey man, if y'all want TikTok lurking, go ahead and click the link in the bio. I'm still streaming live over there. But nah, Drill Welch, he was a real deal. Until that one time I seen you got dunked on. Walked in the gym, I caught you getting put on a poster. That was the funniest thing I've seen in my life. I didn't even expect it to happen. I just walked in the gym just to see who in here. And I looked to my right, and it just got you out. Dude was just in the middle of dunking on you. That new Marvel. Ghost of Yotai, Vampire. They said Vampire Bloodlines 2 wasn't that good this time around. Near Automata, the Marvel beat up the Marvel Invasion. We gonna get to comic books real quick. The Marvel Invasion. I like how they brought Nova back because Annihilus from this Annihilation Wave event. That was one of my favorite comic book runs of all time. I really like Nova. So the fact that they brought him back, dope. My shitty internet. You all good, man. Everybody internet act up. I know what you're doing. I know you ain't spamming or nothing crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? I know you in real life. I'm gonna skip Ghost of Yotai. I'm gonna skip that. I played Ghost of Tsushima. I liked it for what it was, but my thing was I feel like it should have had uh, a open story like Way of the Samurai, because some of the narrative choices I felt like would have been better if you were given the option to play a certain way. For example, I don't know if you played Ghost of Tsushima, but that one mission where your uncle is arguing with you about whether or not to storm the castle or sneak in and poison everybody. I feel like that should have been a choice because like you was forced to play that and sneak. You know what I'm saying? You was forced to like lose all your equipment, dress a certain way, and then poison them, and then your uncle gets mad at you and they make you feel like you're a bad person for poisoning them. But I had no choice in the matter. If they gave you more choices to like do certain things, then I feel like it would have been a better game. So I might catch Yotai when it's like free on PlayStation Plus. Good. Net costs too much. Yeah. That dude caught me out of nowhere. I was caught. Hey. I'm glad. You know, I always have my phone recording something. The one time I didn't have my phone recording, that's when it happened. But it's in my memory. That's hilarious. That vampire. You know what I fuck with that I didn't like at first? Cyberpunk. I'm really into Cyberpunk. Like, I love that game. I love that world they created. Annihilation Rome's coming. Yeah. That was back when I was reading comic books heavy. I was reading comic books real heavy back then. You know, Secret Invasion, Civil War, Infinite Crisis, Blackest Night, all of that. That's when I was very, very much so active in reading comic books. So once they reached the heroic age, I was done. I was like, oh, this is stupid. I ain't reading this no more. Yeah, I did everything in Cyberpunk. I cleared that whole map. I did everything in that game. Like, I said this in the podcast too, but if they ever did like the RP servers, like they do for Grand Theft Auto, if they did that for Cyberpunk, I would never leave the house. I would be on there all day. That's how much I like that world. Like, no game has made me feel just like roaming the world and doing stuff like Cyberpunk has. Like, I haven't felt like that since I played Grand Theft Auto back in the day when I was younger. Just to, after the game, just drive around and just do stuff. Cyberpunk, I do the same thing. You prefer Netrunner or San Devistan? Um, I would just hack people when I wanted to sneak. So I would more so hack the cameras and turn them off, and then I use the tech weapons so I can just aim and the bullets will follow you. Because I don't know how good I got it after a while, But the aiming down the sights, like for the traditional weapons, I just could never get into. But once I got the tech weapons, oh, it was over. Oh yeah, I beat the DLC. Yep, beat the DLC as well. The only thing I didn't like was not that I don't like Cyberpunk. Ain't no ending that's good. You do not get your way. I chose that. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil, but I chose the ending. I was like, oh, this might gonna be good. No, still turned out pretty sucky for you. So I'm just waiting for a sequel. I'm waiting for the new Cyberpunk anime to come out. So yeah, I'm all for Cyberpunk, man. I'm with it. Yeah, tech weapons for sure. And I don't do sniper rifles, but I had the tech sniper rifle. Rifle. Roger. No, I had the tech sniper rifle, and I just would go up to the top of like the highest area, and then I got the scope that's like infrared, taking people out. Yeah, there's no winning in Cyberpunk. You don't win in Cyberpunk at all. Yo, Diamond, if you still in here, do you watch Peacemaker? Yeah, they definitely said there's no happy endings in Cyberpunk. Yeah, I seen the interviews with him. Yeah, it's tough. It's a black dude. Yeah, I seen the interviews with him talking about, you know, what he thought about putting the world together, how he just got work on his eyes, and then he gave like the Ripper Doc neon light sign to the lady who did the work on his eyes, because like that's kind of what she did for him. So let me ask you, what you think of Peacemaker? Because I finished the seasons and they left Peacemaker in that little side universe or whatever. I want to see how that's gonna come together because like I actually want a tabletop RPG game as a professional game master. Okay. Man, come talk about this on the podcast, man. That's what I was asking you because a lot of people don't know about tabletop RPGs. You can let people know. And you can give it a cool, you know what I'm saying? Like a cool tint to it where you can explain it. Because, you know, niggas be wanting to do stuff like that, but they don't know how to get into it or what it all entails. You be the perfect bridge. You definitely be the perfect bridge. Because I know you used to do that back in the day. Y'all all would go in that little room or whatever, and y'all be in there, be doing the like the tabletop stuff. Like you stuck with that. Okay, James Gunn's trying to set up some stuff from Dark Side. That's another thing I need you to do on the podcast. Get deep into the comic books. Cause I've been out the loop for the comic books for a long time. Like the absolute stuff looks dope, but I just couldn't get into it. Gotta tell us. You gotta tell people how tabletop is for everybody. Cause it'd be intimidating depending on the group. Or, you know what I want you to do? I want you I want you to start. I want to start trying to get people to understand. Like everybody can do tabletop, like you said. So people can do like get-togethers instead of like playing Uno or poker. Do a tabletop night. You know what I'm saying? Make it mainstream. You could be the one to open that window for everybody. I need you on the podcast, man. Come talk about it. Cause like you know the stigma surrounding around tabletop games. Like that's not my thing, but it's looked at more so as like a geeky super nerd thing. But if you portray it as a way, cause like a tabletop game could be anything. It don't have to be knights and dragons and wizards and warlocks and all that stuff. It could just be whatever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a love and hip hop tabletop game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to run? Cool, that's cool. I'm thinking about staying on here maybe 15 more minutes. Then I gotta head to bed anyway. Appreciate it, dog, man. Stay tuned, man. We got some more episodes coming soon. I appreciate you coming to the live stream, man. Definitely appreciate the support. Yeah, I was thinking about calling it a day myself. I should started I should have started the stream maybe earlier today. But it's all good. See? You gotta tell people. Appreciate it, man. I'll holler at you. But yeah, man, you gotta tell people that it's content like that because people don't know. People don't know. They just think Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I'm saying? The other stuff I just thought of like on the fly. So it'd definitely be dope for people, you know what I'm saying, to get into and kind of destigmatize the whole tabletop RPG thing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Make it cool. And you could be the bastion for that. You know what I'm saying? At one time, video games was looked at as like only for nerds. Now it's the biggest entertainment form there is. So, yeah, man. I just got back from running again. I love seeing you way out there. You always got my I definitely appreciate that, man. But I might end the stream because I gotta get up at 6 tomorrow morning. We got a new episode coming out on the 16th. Getting back into the swing of things. But man, I appreciate y'all coming out, showing me some love. You already in the Discord, Diamond. So that yeah, man. Just keep up with everything. Make sure y'all. One thing I do want y'all to do, if y'all can do anything else for me, make sure with your little local friend group, Twitter, Facebook, make sure y'all share the episodes, man. The more views and the more support means the more we can do, and the more we can, you know what I'm saying, get out there to the world. So yeah, man. I see y'all on the 16th. I might come back on here, you know, in between that time. But I appreciate y'all coming.